Alright folks, welcome back to Dylan's Outdoors. We figured we'd do a little video kind of showing how we cook a little bit on the pit ball smokers I have. We do a lot of cooking on it. What we have here is a Boston butt from a local butcher. We buy all our meat from a local butcher. We don't go to a grocery store. We get a little bit better quality and I can kind of get what I want. And what we use a little regular yellow mustard. Which I'll probably have to get the other bottle out. And I'll cook this yellow mustard.
Mama needed it.
We're gonna get it all good.
Hey, don't give me that.
Taking you will rub it down real good.
Don't give me that.
Might have to get my wife to come in here and give me some assistance and give me that other thing of yellow mustard because I am gonna need it to open it for me. It's in the cabinet above my head. You went in there? Okay. I thought I'd stuck it in the cabinet, but it's already been in the refrigerator. So, but you'll coat that like that real good. And I always wear gloves. It just makes it easier, cleaner, and ain't getting mustard all over your fingernails and all of that good stuff. So I'll come over here and rinse these gloves off with the mustard. And that way I can do put my seasoning on it. So hold on one second and I'll be right back with you on that.
Give me that, Mama. Don't give me that.
Just keep your dish towel here. But I use several different blends. We got a little butt rub we buy. Well, don't be scared of it. Some people are scared of it. Don't be
Aaron's scared of it. I put a lot more on mine.
A lot more than I do and I get fussed at it, but you want to cook that thing real good. So we're just showing y'all the prepping of it, and then it'll go in the refrigerator after we get all this done for a little while. I use another one. This is all-purpose Blackstone seasoning. We get it at Walmart. Ace Hardware has it. Do that, and then I put a little bit of molasses seasoning on it. Just too much of that. I don't like a whole lot of that molasses. Do that. I don't pat it in. I let it sit. Now I'll flip it over and I'll repeat the process on this side of it. Once again, so I don't put my hands all over my bottle. Sure, there's an easier way of doing that, but that's how I do it. And I'll repeat the same process on this side. We've actually picked this up, and everybody has their own way of doing everything. This is the way we picked up on from watching people, and this worked out, and this has been pretty great. We've had no complaints on this, and we also do our ribs like this. I'll actually have to do a video of us frying deer cube steak because we got a technique that's probably a lot of you do it and some of you don't, but we have a technique of how we do our fried cube steak, and it's somewhat the same method. I won't give away too many secrets, but you have to watch the video. But I've never had a complaint that people that has tried our fried cube steak, deer cube steak, so. Alright folks, well pretty much the seasoning part is done. Now what we'll do is this will be set in the refrigerator to let some of the seasoning get into the meat. It'll draw in and it'll be ready for the smoker. Alright, we'll get back with you when we put it on the smoker. Alright folks, well it's been smoking for several hours now. We haven't wrapped up tin foil, but there's what it looks like so far. Getting a pretty good color on it. Getting a good crust. It's starting to get a good crust, good firm, hard crust on it. A little bit longer and we'll wrap it up in tin foil and then put it back on the grill. And there goes the Pit Boss feeding. They're feeding pellets now because we opened it up, disturbed it, so. But it's a cooking.
Now.
Alright folks, we're gonna take this butt off now. Looking good. We're gonna wrap it in some tin foil and then we're gonna put it back on the smoker. Fish finish cooking for probably another hour. Alright folks, we're good. Alright everybody.
Now.
Alright folks, we think we're gonna pull this off. We're gonna put it on this tin foil now. And we're gonna let it sit on that tin foil. It's got a nice crust. It's smoked for probably about 4 hours. I don't know if y'all get a good view of that, but nice, good, hard crust. We're gonna pull it off. Here's what we do. Take that thing. Wrap it up like your Easter egg in a shell, in a ball. You go place it back on the grill. Actually, we're probably going to turn the heat up a little bit, which we will. We'll turn up. We'll go ahead and turn up 300. Try to knock some of this. Maybe we're not smoking no more. We'll try to knock out some of this cooking time, speed up the process, and cook it. Going to cook inside that tin foil a little longer. It gets done, we get that process through, we'll get back with you. Alright folks, got this here Boston butt off the smoker, got it unwrapped. What I'm going to show y'all is, look at this. I mean, you can't, look at this right here. That thing, look at it. Put these gloves on, man, that thing just, I mean, pulls apart just as pretty as you won't see it. I mean, you can't ask no better than that. Look at that meat. Man, that thing just falls apart. It's a bone in. Take it, you shred it like that right there. It's got a good crust on it, but I mean, it just, wonderful thing we like about cooking a Boston butt on the grill is there's many meals you can do. You can eat it like that, pulled pork. You can have a barbecue sandwich with your favorite barbecue sauce. Is what we like to do sometimes. Or my wife will actually take and she'll do some rice and put the meat in it.
Greasy rice.
With that fat, natural fat from it, and do a greasy rice or dirty rice or just regular rice. But look at that, folks. I mean, it just crumbles apart. It's been smoked and you can just pull it apart like it ain't nothing. Good pure meat. I mean, that's pretty right there. Look at that. But there's many meals you can make out of this one chunk of meat right here is what we like about it. I mean, look at that crust on it. Blackened, pretty crust. But like I said, you can do a barbecue sandwich. You can eat it like this with some rice, hash, green beans, however you decide to do it. Or look at that. It just crumbled apart. Or you can put in some rice and make a nice dirty, we call dirty rice.
Greasy.
Greasy rice, dirty rice. We do it several different ways. So you can take this one Boston butt and literally you can make a
We
a
do
heck of a
barbecue
meal.
with
We
it.
make 3 or 4 different meals out of one piece of meat, which is one reason why we cook them and do them. It takes a while. You cook them right, you run them right. It does take a while, but it turns out to perfection when you do it. If you do it right, take your time. Don't get in a hurry. There's no use to get in a hurry. It's a good Saturday weekend thing. You ain't got nothing to do. You're sitting around. This is just one thing we do. And like I said, it makes several different meals for us, so it's worth it. I put fat side down in tin foil, and that is one thing when you put fat side down, it cooks. That fat will kind of stick. You scrape that rest of that meat off of there, and then you ain't worried about getting all that fat, because that does keep a lot of it on there. It does for us. I've noticed every time I'm doing like that, which some people may say, oh, you done it wrong, cook too long, too high heat, but hey, I ain't gonna worry about that chunk of fat. It sticks to it. It's all clean meat in it, so works out great for us. So that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Y'all stay tuned. Remember to hit the subscribe button, like button. Tomorrow, actually, we're gonna be starting some deer jerky that we've actually got in the refrigerator curing right now. But tomorrow will come a video starting on it, dehydrating it and making the sticks for it and putting it in dehydrator. Y'all stay tuned for more. Thank you for watching Dylan Outdoors.